Psychology says giving birth is the second most painful thing a human can experience. The first is being burned alive. Psychology says the loneliest people are the kindest. The saddest people smile the brightest. The most injured people are the widest. Psychology says even body perfume lasts longer than promises nowadays. Psychology says never be afraid to start something new because life gets boring when you stay within the limits, what you already know. Psychology says the very last person on your mind before you fall asleep is either the reason for your happiness or your pain. Psychology says you can get a brain infection from squeezing pimples in the area of your face. It is called as danger triangle of the face. Psychology says emotional tears contain stress hormones, making cry a natural way for the body to release the tension and promote emotional healing. Psychology says experts believe we are getting new dating trend, nano shit, that requires no time, effort, expectations and commitment. Psychology says about girls they may have a lot of crushes, but their heart belongs to only one special guy. Psychology says intelligent people are more likely to be messy, stay up late, and curse often. Psychology says the strongest person smiles in the toughest situation. Smiling is a psychological symbol of a mental and emotionally strong person. Psychology says 1 in every 4 adults will stay single for life and remain unmarried. No kid decide. Psychology says men lose 17 minutes and women lose 22 minutes of their life with each cigarette smoked. Psychology says a perfect woman settles where she finds her peace, not for looks, not for money, not for status, but her peace matters. Psychology says brain eats itself from lack of sleep. Yes, sleep deprived people microglia eats neuron and damage brain tissue. Psychology says women with glasses look innocent, but some of them are very naughty. Health tip: hold a slice of cucumber on the roof of your mouth with your tongue for 90 seconds. The phytochemical kills the bacteria that causes bad breath. Psychology says hypnagogia is a state of not being fully awake but not being asleep. Psychology says engaging in sexual activities can reduce feeling of the loneliness. Psychology says you can rewire your brain to be happy by simply recalling 3 things you are grateful for every day for 21 days. Psychology says happy couples are less likely to post about their partners on the social media. Psychology says when girls have a crush on someone, they keep dreaming about that person all day long, but don't tell anyone. Psychology says skin to skin contact with your partners can naturally decrease the stress, boost your immune system, and lower cortisol level. Psychology says your shyness can run so many good opportunities. Psychology says a man can be happy with any woman as long as he doesn't love her. Psychology says a good morning kiss can help prevent against a stress-related illness. It triggers hormone that help a person deal with the pressure. Health tip: if you drink raisins water daily with empty stomach for 1 month, then your acne, pimples will disappear and skin will glow. This drink works as a blood purifier. Psychology says, study says chopping wood increases more testosterone than any other sport. Psychology says boys doesn't like girls who overreact and exaggerate little things. Psychology says if a guy tells you about his problem, it's not necessary that he wants your advice. Rather, he just wants you to listen. Psychology says people should not be on the toilet longer than 10 minutes. Psychology says it's bitter but true. If a man asks for the body, it lusts. If a woman offers it herself, it's love. Psychology says true friendship thrives on trust, understanding, and mutual support, creating a bond that grows stronger through shared joy and challenges. Psychology says the human body contains trace amount of gold, around zero point 0.2 milligrams, mostly in the bloodstream. This gold is naturally released through the process like sweating, shedding skin cells, and hair growth. Psychology says never hurt a heart that loves you because the same heart might never learn to love you again. Psychology says a girl usually tries to save a relationship at any cost, but once the limit is crossed, she will walk away and never look back. Psychology says mentally talking to yourself during tasks is actually a good way to keep yourself focused. Psychology says when someone helps you and they are struggling too, that's not help, that's love. Psychology says women mature faster than men. That's why most women are more attracted to men who are older in age to them. Psychology says talking with someone continuously for a long time increases the chance of falling in love with him or her. Psychology says happier people need less sleep, while sadness increases the desire to sleep. Psychology says there is a type of a girl when the partner she loves her back, she starts to hate him for no reason. Psychology says 20 minutes of contact with the nature can lower stress hormone level. Psychology says regularly blotting up your emotions can lead to potentially serious mental and physical health problems. Psychology says kissing, chewing gum, eating chocolates, and eating banana have all been proven to help people relax and boost their mood. Psychology says people who do chores during childhood tend to be more successful in life. Psychology says females have twice as many pain receptors on their body than male, but a much higher tolerance than male. Psychology says your skin may age more quickly if you don't drink coffee. But it's true that drinking so much coffee might dehydrate your skin. It can also protect from the skin damage. Psychology says cuteness inspires aggression, which is why we often want to squeeze things we find cute. Psychology says the middle child is more humble, honest, and cooperative than their siblings. Psychology says bra strip isn't about her boldness or slutness, it's about your sick mentality. Psychology says all married couples tend to fight over the same 5 things, that is money, sex, work, parenting, and household work. Psychology says before sleeping, 90% of your mind began to imagine stuff you would like to happen. Psychology says after eating soaked raisins, drinking lukewarm milk, it increases the sperm and removes weakness.